Hey, don't be alarmed, everybody. A little late. Y'all, excuse me. I was DJing. I was in a moment. If you ever want to catch me off guard, y'all put some Patti LaBelle on.
Look at it back. Look at it back. Look at it back like y'all. He got the nighttime vision on with the green and
I
he
try something
coordinated.
different. I try different because in a couple of weeks I'll be out of this studio. I'll be back in the real studio. They almost done with the crib.
Oh,
Almost done with the crib. So
okay.
we get that thing framed up, housed out. But y'all see, man, who I got with me, Melvin Pete. We had took a couple of weeks off. We back now because NFL draft time, and of course, we got to start quarterbacks. And it's funny, Pete, because if we think about the games yesterday,
Yes,
and you look at the four quarterbacks, and we see how crucial the quarterback position is. Because just look at what happened to San Francisco.
they
They
they they,
they,
yeah.
they, they got away with murder with Brock Purdy for all these weeks. Brock Purdy go down. You had to bring in
Fourth
Brother
stringer.
Johnson.
Yep.
Bring in Johnson. Johnson get banged up. You got to bring Brock Purdy back, who clearly
Kept,
couldn't throw
couldn't throw. He was
at
done.
all.
No, he didn't.
So we gotta start with the quarterback situation. And I was talking to some guys today, and
What up, boy?
I was basically telling somebody how it's probably not a price that's high enough for Pat Mahomes. Pat Mahomes proved that he worth that $450 million deal they gave him. He's well worth the piece.
Well worth it. And then some people think he took the homeboy discount because he took the homeboy discount because of how long the life of the loan. I mean the contract here. Some people think that way, but guess what? Clearly worth it. Clearly played on a banged up ankle. Even though people kind of trying to chump on a little bit, like he doing the Michael Jordan flu situation. But the way he turned that ankle, and we saw it on replay. Everybody saw it on replay over and over. That thing can hurt you. Okay. And even if he got a good high tolerance of pain threshold, he still made it do what it do. And there was there times when they rolled him out, when he rolled out, he threw a pass, you could clearly see it's still lingering.
Oh yeah, oh
It's
man,
still
he
lingering.
a lot of throws he skipped, a lot of throws that
Yeah,
I mean he was low, he was high because he couldn't drive, he couldn't
right.
use that drive leg. But I think and that's why I want to start with quarterbacks, and we'll talk NFL draft
Yeah,
because without the quarterback, I mean, and this at every level, without the quarterback, like you got to solidify that quarterback position first because that position. I mean, think about Joe Burrow. 3 seasons where he got hurt his first season, but last 2 seasons he's made multiple trips where he made Super Bowl run.
right.
He's back in the AFC Championship, and they
Two times.
continue to
Mhm.
tweak this thing, and his contract coming up. So that's gonna be a talking point
Right.
soon. But you look at Jalen Hurts, and it's a contrast to all these guys. Jalen Hurts, second round pick. Doug Peterson wasn't really feeling Jalen Hurts, so he kind of ended up leaving Philadelphia. Okay.
Yeah.
Bring in Sirianni. Sirianni believed in what Jalen Hurts could do, his ability. He built the system around what Jalen Hurts could do, and now Philadelphia in the Super Bowl.
Man, listen, he said, you know what? I'm gonna tell you a lot of things. We want to. Some people want to overlook his maturity, his professionalism. They said even when Wentz was in the locker room, everybody felt this dude got something.
He the guy, yeah.
And when you talk to people and they articulate and they speak and the stuff that come out their mouth, it's like, who is this dude? This dude been on the earth before, And so I think that's a constitute. Like he blamed, I always say, my parents, how I was grew up, how I was raised, and then being a coach's son. You know how we are coach's son. We be trying to steal the things that we know as an adults. Man, all of that shows you he has a great work ethic. He knows how to take criticism, and he don't let the criticism roll like what they say, duck water off a duck back.
Yeah. He don't take it to heart. He don't take it to heart.
He don't take it to heart, man. And so I think those need to be the glowing things for this black young man at that position going to the Super Bowl. Even though I didn't pick them to win that game, I still love Jalen Hurts. I did that even before He was an Eagle. I talked about Jalen. I love everything about him. So, man, kudos to that young man, man.
Yeah.
And you know, I hope he win it. But I love Mahomes. I hope he win it. But we'll talk about that later. I don't want to jump the gun on nothing.
Yeah, and again, it's crazy because I mean, we just think back to when he stepped foot on campus at Alabama.
Yep,
he had Marlon to talk about. He got the it factor. I mean, this is a guy who, and even when he got unseated, when they made the move, put 2 in, never once did he, you know, pout. He didn't, you know, he continued to go to work. It came back around because Tua got hurt. And he could have acted like a little girl. And like, nah,
I don't want to go.
But he went in, he saved the day, and he was richly rewarded when he went to Oklahoma. He walked into Oklahoma day 1, became the leader day 1 because he had what Marlon just talked about. He had the it factor and did work with Lincoln Riley and became a 2nd-round pick. And again, this man in the Super Bowl now.
Man, yeah. Hey, man, I'm proud of both of them, Patrick Mahomes, and I'm proud of him. These games were set up to be very interesting. I would love to see the games being close, like the Bengals game in the first game. I would love to see what Brock Purdy could have done had he stayed healthy, because that young man looked like he's gonna have a good future too. No. I mean, being in these playoffs and being where Purdy was and taking over the reins. Everybody can't do that. Just like you said, the 4th-string quarterback, he couldn't even maintain. We love Shanahan, and we know Shanahan gonna dial him up quarterback friendly.
Yeah.
That boy couldn't do it.
I'm kind of mad at Shanahan because it seemed like he didn't call the same play for Johnson that he called for Purdy. I'm a little miffed by that.
But he might know. He knows something. Okay, you already know that boy a journeyman. So let's keep that perspective. He's a 4th-string journeyman.
He's a 10-year journeyman. So you mean to tell me you signed him and he can't throw at all?
I believe he could throw, but it was probably some conservativeness in it, because like even with the he caught the on the snap, he fumbled the snap. He 4th-string quarterback nervous
on that stage. On that
stage, and you were 4th-string. It's nerves in that thing. That's why that's the same thing they gave Purdy. Is Purdy gonna have the nerves? Yeah, you a rookie, Mr. Irrelevant. Are you gonna have the nerves to stand up against Jalen Hurts in this stage with all the lights on? No. That's the same question you got to ask this 4th-string guy. Wow. And so Shanahan was probably trying to just let me ease a minute, hand the ball off, throw a screen, throw a dump. Yeah, you're a little nervous. You dropped that ball. Jesus, we're still trying to win. You still trying to win when you call these plays.
Everybody in Atlanta says that Shanahan do right by the Falcons. The 49ers, they're going to know.
Man, you know what? We got to stop doing that. Listen, we got to stop doing it, because I'm listen. You know, I rep Southwest Atlanta, as Erica say. Shout out to Erica. Man, Shanahan, we love Shanahan. Shanahan got a coaching deal, a head coaching. Arthur Blake didn't want to pay him a head coaching job as an OC. Who wouldn't go jump and get a head coaching job? Make sure what you would have done. Make sure you would have did the Dan Quinn, or you would have did the Shanahan. Because Dan Quinn telling folks right now, I'm good. I'm good. Dan Quinn ain't looking for no head coaching job right now. He good.
Yeah, because he thought he gonna be the Cowboys coach next. But
if you don't know if you're gonna be that, would you jump? Just almost like the Dion effect. Would you jump, man? Shanahan got offered money. He jumped. Well, anyway.
Well, so with all that being said, this upcoming draft is 2 guys at the top. I don't know how you got them ranked. I think we might have them reverse flip-flop. I don't know. We're gonna talk about it in a minute. But when we look at these 2 guys that are probably, like, say, I think we probably got the same guy.
We got the same guys at the top.
That 1 and 2. But it probably, it depends.
I got you. I'm with you on your number 1. So I already know your number 1. You know I know.
You don't know my number 1 if you think you with me. You don't know my number 1.
Oh, really? Oh.
So who is your number 1?
My number 1, believe it or not, your guy.
CJ Stroud. Okay.
My number 1, your guy. Now my number 2 gonna throw you off.
Oh, well, maybe. Well, let's talk about CJ Stroud. You have CJ Stroud at number 1. What do you like about CJ Stroud?
Man, listen, I tell you, the championship. I mean, well, not the championship game, but the game they played Georgia. That's what I like about him. Everything he did in that game, he showed his mobility. So I didn't know how we were gonna kick this thing off. Everybody know that at this point in time, I love a mobile quarterback. Everybody getting misconstrued because I love Vic, of course, and I love LJ, and I used to bump for LJ before he got into the draft that the Falcons could get him. So everybody know all that story about me with that. However, I don't really care no more kind of about the fast track running quarterbacks no more like that. I just need more mobility. So I want to make sure I'm clear with that. I need somebody to be able to move, no more statues. I'm not going to call that guy name with the pretty family. I'm going to call his name no more because you're going to get mad at me. I need some people that can extend the plays. Extending the plays, man, it's almost like backyard football. That is the going thing. How can you extend plays? Because everything don't work out right. But if the man got the ball in his hand, can extend the play and make a play down the field, I need that guy. So a lot of these quarterbacks that I evaluated in my top 5, they definitely got mobility, and I looked at that to a good degree. Not the best degree, because I looked at completion percentages a little bit too. But to a degree, I need mobility. So anyway, CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud showed me a lot of stuff through over the years because I was not years, but the season, because I was comparing him to Caleb Williams in the Heisman Trophy race. Those two guys were, to me, neck and neck, battling out. And man, listen, he can throw the ball. He has an arm. I ain't saying he's got a big cannon arm, but he got enough arm to get the ball down the field. Just seeing the field, the mobility. And I'm sure he was comfortable in the offense because, he's been in the offense for a little while. But when I look at him on tape, Maceo, he check all the boxes for me. And I couldn't deny what you were seeing early preseason of your Heisman Trophy pick guy.
Boy, having Wi-Fi issues over there, y'all. Go ahead, finish up. There you go. You up?
Oh, I'm here. Oh,
yeah. Keep going. I don't know. Keep going.
No, y'all too. I just said I couldn't deny your preseason pick as him being being one of the Heisman Trophy candidates. He checked all the boxes, Maceo. Athleticism, get the ball down the field, read the field. He done it all. Only thing I guess what we look at, how big is CJ is? I got
6'2", 6'3".
6'2", 6'3". Okay, yeah. How much you? Let me see. I got it.
215, like about 215.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, he 215, 6'3", 215. That's what I got. That's what I got. Yeah. And then they got to probably project and run about a 4.6 to come by. That's good enough for me.
Yeah.
You check all the boxes, sir.
Yeah.
That's my number one. I like, man. I can't deny. That's why everybody talking about CJ in LL. CJ in LL.
So for me,
number
one, I like Bryce Young.
You like Bryce?
And I like Bryce. So I know why everybody's going to like CJ more because they're going to Itis. He's bigger, he's stronger. But I think when we talk about best thrower of the football,
they got him at 194.
I think Bryce Young is the best thrower of the football, and he's always. I remember watching his high school tape. Now I remember when he got to Alabama, and it was just like this guy can put the ball everywhere. And I mean, and this is his accuracy. Like he's probably without a doubt the most accurate quarterback in this draft, without a doubt.
I got to know that accuracy.
Good touch on the deep ball. Just he pick his spots. And the one thing I think we're gonna hit, like say, everybody gonna knock him by the size. We're gonna hit it.
They're gonna get it. He 5'11". You 5'11", 194. You're gonna hit.
But what we have to also look at too, since all the use to a man, y'all always talking about how the SEC the toughest conference in the world. The SEC.
Well, don't you use it for your narrative though? Don't
use what I'm saying. So
don't use it.
No, but we got to use it because that's what they're gonna use. So
okay.
In the SEC, he pretty much up until this year he was durable. So he didn't have injury concern. Tua got hurt a lot at Alabama. I said CJ Stroud. Bryce Young, he didn't, he got nicked up a little bit this season, but for the most part, he lined up every week. So for me, when I look at just best thrower of the football, I'm never gonna have to worry about his accuracy. Bryce, that's why Bryce Young number one for me. See, I'm a accuracy guy, throw the ball in window guy, the anticipation guy. See, a lot of people be late.
Okay, so remember I was asking you one time about you like completion percentage. Not I like completion percentage. I think you. I don't think you scoffed over it, but you didn't give it like the high praise because
because if you look at a lot of college offenses, they'll show somebody completion percentage, and if you don't watch the game, you like, oh my God, he complete every pass. But then you go watch it, he throwing bubble screens and
okay. So that was okay, right.
He throwing all that quick stuff. I'm talking about 5-step, reading the field, making throws in windows, not raising up, throwing a smoke route, throwing a bubble screen, throwing a swing pass, shovel pass, count as a damn pass, like that little goofy stuff we're doing.
Yeah, so, okay, you're right. He's still in the 60s. He's still in the 60s. CJ got him a little bit 66.3 percentage.
Yeah, but again,
I got you.
If you look at both of their offenses, but CJ throw more. Ohio State throw more screens than anybody.
Yeah, but they do put the ball down the field, Mace.
They throw the ball down the field, but if he got 30 completions, 10 of them, 12 of them are damn screens. Whereas you got that Bryce Young chucking that down the field.
Yeah.
So when I just compare the two, I just think and playing for Bill O'Brien, who was running a NFL system, even though he couldn't call plays, but terminology, the thought process, he was coaching Bryce like he was a pro. So I think that's going to give him a little bit more of an edge because, CJ, they run that up tempo. So it's probably one word. They're probably going to huddle say, no, Texas. And they don't because they're over there. They want efficiency. They want to get number of plays up where Bryce going and actually spitting verbiage. You know what I'm saying? So that's for me. I like Bryce at one.
Bryce. Woo. Okay.
So who you got at two? So CJ my two. Who you got at two?
CJ two. Okay. So this way we finna you gonna look at me funny, but he ain't gonna look at me funny. Because this guy right here, I'm finna tell you about. I did just what you said. Most people, the NFL scouts, gonna do because I'm kind of doing this for. What would a pro guy say? What would the NFL do? What these owners will do? I got your boy Will Levis up there, boy. Yeah, I got your boy Will Levis from Kentucky. And two.
And nothing wrong with that because he is a guy that if you listen to a lot of different people, a lot of people think he the safest pick.
Listen, Will Levis, I'm saying it like this because I'm doing quick analysis based on what I was looking at, based on what you said, this is what we're gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
He's like a poor man, Josh Allen, for his the size and his because he runs. The guy got some feet, man.
He's a great athlete. He's a great athlete. 6'3",
232. That's big, and then you running like that. And I ain't want to do him white butt style, but you doing it. You're doing a poor man, Josh Allen. Because Josh Allen's a pro now. You're not a pro yet. Will Levis. So how about put the poor man on you? But yeah, man, he's my number two. Kentucky offense, they throw the ball and spread out. He didn't get a lot of yards, passing yards. And some of the guys we got at 1, 2, and then you already probably know who comes next for me. But yeah, he looked like a prototypical good quarterback in today's game. Because I'm talking about today's game with the mobility, but his stature and throwing the ball and the offense that they run. Yeah. So Will Levis for me, and I just picking it on what I think the scouts and what the pros look.
Makes sense.
I got him at 2.
Listen, nothing is wrong with that because again, a lot of people, and as we get closer to the draft, after the combine, you're gonna start hearing his name. A lot of people are gonna say, "Hey, he is the safest guy." When we were getting we were getting
Oh, damn, I cheated. My bad.
When we were getting our draft assignments, like every time Will Levis' name come up, it starts a big argument because you got half of the room who like, man, that joker ain't gonna do nothing. But then you got the other half who always say, just imagine if he was at Georgia. Just imagine if he was at Ohio State. Because the one thing everybody's gonna say,
right,
he not playing with NFL talent at Kentucky the way CJ Stroud is at Ohio State, with Bryce Young at Alabama. They're playing with pros basically.
You gotta make sure everybody gotta look at that. That is a key. Most of these NFL scouts are looking at your mechanics, your personality, your smartness, your footwork. They're looking at those things. They know that. To me, we know when you got a sorry ass offensive line. We know when your talent ain't that good in the backfield. He running back against stopped in the backfield. You know, we can see all those things. They looking at you isolating you as an individual and say, "Oh, I'm a quarterback whisperer. I can take this guy right here and I can make him great." That's what a lot of want. I can make him great. Just looking at his measure. Well, that's what I need to say. His measurables. Mm-hmm. His measurables look very good on paper, and even the plays that he had made in Kentucky show you that, hey man, with the talent that we got right now, I got him up in the upper echelon of quarterbacks coming out in this draft.
Listen, you're not wrong with that. I've been anybody who will listen. I think that it's guys. It's a GM who's sitting there like, dude, bump Bryce, bump CJ. I want Will Levis because Will Levis got all that stuff I'm looking for. And when I put him in my system with NFL talent,
right? In my system,
right? Because all of these guys are gurus. All these guys are geniuses.
Right.
All these guys feel like, hey, look. What he had in Kentucky was trash. What we got, we legit. So I'm just gonna plug and play him. And by the way, he's been running the last 2 seasons at Kentucky. He's been running Kyle Shanahan's system. So he's been running a West Coast system for 2 years. Here you go. He understands the verbiage. One of the hardest things with all these these up-tempo quarterbacks, understanding how to get in a huddle and call plays, because everything now in college at the line, we look to the sideline, they hold the card up, we get the play, and now you just say one word. You say one word, hey, Mike, and then they gone. So that's just, that's the way of the world out there. So you got Will Levis at 2. I got CJ Stroud at 2. So at 3, now I got Will Levis.
You got Will.
I got Will Levis at 3, and all those things that we talked about, size, eye test, all that. He got all that. Who you got at 3?
I got your boy. I like Bryce. Now let me tell you, I shuffled. This list was shuffled. I still had CJ Stroud number 1 when I first started doing my thing. First thought you say do it. I do. I get a top 10 list, right? All the little things, and then I kind of see where we at, and then I condense it to 5. But I be having some other people too after 5. You don't like that sometimes.
We're gonna.
Yeah, I got honorable mention down at the bottom. Yeah, but Bryce Young was at 2 for me. It was CJ Stroud, Bryce Young. But when I started looking at Will Levis a little bit more due to the homework assignment I had, he bumped up to 2, and Bryce is at 3. Bryce, I think he a good kid for us. He just seems like a good kid all around off the field. That's number 1. I like to do that a lot. Get these young man some off the field credit about their maturity, how they handle their business, because that's a professional. That's what Dion be always talking about. We got some professionals. Now the young men. He's that guy. Also on the field, the guy can read. The guy can extend plays just like the rest of them. He just like all of them. He can extend plays. He looks down the field, ready to throw the ball. I ain't really got a lot to say negative about him, about CJ Stroud. Bryce. But looking at what I think the NFL gonna dink him on, like you said, you brought off at the top.
They're gonna talk about the 5.
They're gonna look at that 5. They're 5 and 11. They're gonna look at that. And 190, you ain't 200 yet.
Yeah. Well, so He's been telling people he up to like 205. That's what he say. He had 205.
He at 205. He trying to get them and try to get some up on it.
But this the funny part. As he continues to train for the combine, you're gonna drop that weight because you're running so much. Like
right. You ain't trying to pack pounds like that.
Yeah, because he wants to go into the room and he wants people to see that, okay, I can gain weight. I can put on weight. And see, he probably, if I'm just was a betting guy, y'all know I am a betting guy. Yeah. I'm willing to bet that his days in the weight room, he doing a lot of like bands and like he ain't lifting no weights. Now he probably just started really lifting weights now. Because he's just gonna have to.
It's something about that TB Tom method, that them bands, that elasticity. It's something to that now. That's some real stuff right there.
Yeah, but Tom Brady lift weights though. Don't get it.
I'm sure everybody lift weights, but
everybody don't lift weights. No, everybody don't lift weights.
They don't be lifting weights. Okay. Well, I believe about them bands though. If he gonna do band work, that's good. That's elasticity, stretching, being pliable. All that stuff. So yeah, I'm with that. Well, what I will tell you this, Maceo, and I'm not trying to jump with this, but I'm just talking about this body size type thing. Wide receiver number 6 for Philly. We were questioning him about his thinness, and he's gonna be able to take the beating and take it to this right. How you gonna be as wide receiver? He doing pretty good to me. He doing pretty good to me. Now everybody in the NFL get hurt. I don't care how much muscle you got.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody get hurt. Okay, I'll be again.
But they also keep Devontae out the middle of the field too. Now if you watch the routes he runs.
Well, I do. You know, he outside, but guess what? He's still a menace. He's still a slick menace.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah. But it's easy to be a menace out there outside them numbers than in between them hashes.
That's right. And I brought that up not to try to do wide receiver quarterback. I'm just saying.
Oh yeah, no, about size. Yeah, no.
Yeah, this size thing we got to stop. They protect the quarterbacks more and more.
Yeah.
So your longevity as a quarterback, besides these little fluke hits like what Patrick Mahomes almost could have suffered, and anything in the pocket like Purdy, we can't stop from that. That's just the game. Right. But blasting you and busting you up like you was back in the day. Your life can be a little bit more extended at that position, and so size may not always carry now this big old weight. You know what I'm saying?
Well, nah, listen, still matter. Size is always no matter.
Okay, you see what I'm talking about, but you got him at number 1,
huh?
You got him at number 1.
Yeah.
So I'm saying if size is what the G but you saying
I got him at number 1. But the Houston Texans might have the one who got. I mean, Chicago or Houston, where Houston got draft quarterback, they got number 2 pick. They might be like, they're gonna take C.J. Stroud because C.J. Stroud bigger.
Yeah. Well, you know, we all this is objective. We don't really know how it's gonna play out. But I'm with you on that. But I'm actually lending your point to say that this size thing, especially at probably certain positions, it may start having longevity, or maybe I may make a pick based on this.
Well, nah, it always matter, man. People say what they want. They gonna talk that noise. When they get behind the door, they like, man, that joke's small, man. I ain't finna get him. I ain't getting $30 million and he like toothpick. Nah, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
Well, used to.
So at number 4.
Whoa, number 4. This getting tricky. So.
Who you got at number 4?
I'm going to. I was battling with this for a minute. I got my boy from Florida. That's a project. He a project.
No, listen.
But I got Richardson at 4. Shot.
It's funny. I have Richardson at 4. Richardson is going to be he is another guy who, to me, he is super boom or bust. Boom or bust, because
I said the word project, you say super boom bust. I think we're saying the same thing. It's a project.
He's gonna be, he gonna make somebody fall in love, because he gonna go in there and he look the part.
Take his shirt off, he gonna run fast.
He gonna run fast. He gonna throw far. He gonna throw far, and you just gonna be like, and they do it every year. Every year. Everybody say, man, the 40-yard dash don't matter. Soon somebody run 4-2. Oh my God, I gotta have him. Oh God, I gotta have him. I gotta have him. To me, Anthony Richardson is he that big joker.
Yes.
He that big joker in this draft. Also more than Will Levis. They love Will Levis. But
he's 6'4".
Anthony Richardson is like, if he go to the right team and he get with the right coaching staff, and if he truly got his mind right, and he can if he can match up his physical gifts with the knowledge of the game.
Yeah, he definitely a project. You all those things, I'm saying the same thing. That's why I just summed up the word project. I like him. Like you say, I done fell in love with him. I would be like, man, this dude big, man. He could throw he got the range to throw the ball, and he can run. You know that, obviously. I was hard pressed. I had somebody coming up here and find that I was about to put up before him, but to the fact that you remember how we talked about Trey Lance. Girlfriend, Trey Lance, old girlfriend.
Yeah.
Big arm, real bad. Yeah. That's to me in this draft is Richardson for that love and attraction.
And Anthony Richardson is the pretty girl in the club. He is the pretty girl of this draft. He is the pretty girl in the club. You just look at her, you just like, wow, Jesus Christ.
I really thought he was going to have a better year this year, especially leading in the season, because I had already been looking at him last year, even though he split time. But he had got hurt. I think he missed his shoulder or something. And so that sidelined for a long time. But so he had gave me a glimpse of stuff. So that time when I was like, oh, Richardson, I was hyped. But he showed you that, whoa, what is this? All the media, everybody's like, whoa, what's this now?
He has a lot of wild moments, but he is super inaccurate with the football.
Yeah, he is inaccurate. That's his number one knock.
Super inaccurate. I mean, like
that might know
route, like just a curl route. Man, he'll say that thing 12 yards over somebody's head. You're like, he wide open, dude. Like, hit him in the chest.
Yeah, he inaccurate. I mean, you can't. I hate to be able to say that a lot of times with our black quarterbacks. A lot of times, because that's a knock on some of our black quarterbacks. We do have some black quarterbacks that are very accurate. I'm not telling you that, but when you gifted in that running area, you quote unquote called an athlete, and then other things, they do you. And I hate that he fits that narrative, but he does. It is what it is. That's who you are. So hopefully he can get
you can teach accuracy, because remember Josh Allen, he couldn't throw a rock in the ocean.
Hold on. Let's talk about, I don't want to put no damper on Hurts, but they say Hurts took care of his throwing mechanics. He worked on his throwing mechanics. So let's talk about that. He in the Super Bowl now.
No. And he became from his rookie year to this season right here, he became a much better passer. So you can fix it. And a lot of time with Anthony Richardson, it's his feet.
Yeah.
It's his feet. He got to slow his body down.
It's got, like you said, it's got to come up here, because your brain connected to your feet. That's why I was like, a lot of quarterbacks who run fast, our patience are in short. People got speed, patience short.
Yeah.
Peyton Manning, he ain't got no speed, so he's patient a lot longer to stay. He can stay there. He can prove his body ain't ready to rookie because he know he ain't gonna be able to make it. Somebody who fast, as soon as I see something, I know I can escape. I'm gonna start moving and not set my feet and escape and roll and then try to set back up.
Right.
I think it's connected, man, because you've been fast and been able to elude people for so long. Yeah. It's hard to break that. Let me just stay and just take the hit or whatever you got to do.
Yeah. Because I'm going to tell you this. One of the best things that happened to Pat Mahomes in this game yesterday was him being hurt.
Yes, boy. I ain't even, man. I ain't waiting for somebody else.
Him being hurt slowed his thought process down. And he had to rely on his arm and his mind, as opposed to he getting so much. And he did a couple of goofy things yesterday, but for the most part, because he couldn't, and he knew he couldn't get out and escape.
Right,
it forced him to hold that ball one more second, to read a little bit more. Hey, you know what? I got to take that, dog. Him being hurt, and I put that in my overreaction, that actually, to me, what's the difference in this ball game, because if you look at last year's game, a lot of mistakes he made is when the play broke down and he started trying to be Superman. Sometimes you got to just sit your end down. And to me, that's Joe Burrow's greatest gift.
Yeah.
Is he never in a hurry. Joe Burrow is never in a hurry.
Nah,
never in a hurry.
Yeah, he's never in a hurry.
And it benefits him. Now he hurt his team yesterday with them.
He had a bad game. He had a bad game.
Yeah, he had a bad. I mean, that them interceptions like that. Oh my God!
And he was still trying to be cool through the process of the interception, but the game was golden for shoulder, getting ready to get out of hand until you threw that last interception that sealed his fate.
Well, and it's crazy because I looked at that throw, and I was like, last year, that's a throw Pat Mahomes made.
Yeah,
hurt his team. But this year is Joe Burrow who hurt his team with the same damn mistake. So it's just crazy how the thing go. But back to Anthony Richardson.
Yeah,
Anthony Richardson is gonna kind of be that guy because you gotta.
Hey, listen, if we had to do it, okay. Now I'm using poor because these guys are not professionals. But when I think about it, I think about Cam. Now you're gonna say Cam may be a lot better, accurate thrower than him, but I don't really know that to say that for sure. What you think about that comparison of the size, the athleticism, and being an NFL quarterback that could probably take their team somewhere if they get the right system? What you think about that comparison?
Well, he not big as Cam. Nobody's big as Cam. Only person biggest Cam is Josh Allen.
Josh Allen, yeah.
Anthony Richardson is big. I mean, he got. I would say this: he has good size.
Okay, we'll leave it like that.
Cam is a freak of nature.
Okay, we'll leave it like that. I got you.
But for this year's draft, he's going to be viewed like and more or less excellent boy to me, and I like that he's more Steve McNair and Donovan McNabb kind of chunky.
Donovan man, Richardson. You almost chunk. Hey, boy, you almost chunk Richardson out with that one.
No. D McNabb is a borderline Hall of Famer now. Let's not get twisted.
No, take no flowers away from him. No, and he got a little. You remember the little juke move he did?
Oh yeah, he got some wiggles. Yeah.
But Richardson got a little bit more.
Well, he built better. He built better.
He built better. Right.
D McNabb was never like you. Be like,
right.
Yeah, start going to Crystal's D McNabb.
Right, you got to stop this shit. You're killing me. But
okay, like D McNabb every year. See that D McNabb came to count out of shape every year. It said it took you like 5 weeks to get in shape. You were like,
DJ, that was
like maybe you need to change your number. You need like a long number, like a 1 or 11. You got that 5 on the side wide.
Wide. And damn them Philly cheesesteak out there. You got them Philly cheesesteak killing them. Y'all stupid. Boy, y'all stupid.
But yeah, so Richardson is going to be definitely, to me, Richardson is the enigma of this draft. He is like you call him project. I say boom or bust. You either gonna look smart drafting him or you gonna get fired. You gonna get fired drafting Anthony. Ain't no in between with Anthony Richardson. You gonna get fired.
Yeah, and it's gonna be hard to get a team and say they got a real starter. Unless Richardson's gonna be somebody to push somebody, I would probably want him to go to a organization that already got an established quarterback where he's not threatening that quarterback. Now he'll probably be threatened because of the height, but if he's a good quarterback, well, you be like, oh, Richardson ain't gonna take his job, but here we got Richardson on our team. Some quarterback that got some cachet that he ain't gonna be no threat and make the locker room be jacked up.
I got a funny feeling. One of these teams that need a quarterback, they're gonna take Richardson and think Richardson gonna be their day one starter. I got a funny feeling, though.
But guess who gonna be? Guess what team will do that? A team that's at rebuild at the bottom, because you ain't gonna say. I mean, they got to be at the bottom and rebuild. They got to be rebuilding to take him to say we might want to make him our franchise quarterback. And if that team do take him, where you think they're gonna take him? Because right now, he late one, early two, or something like that.
Dude,
What you got? What your folks saying?
dog.
I mean, everybody's saying everything.
Yeah, but dog, so I'm telling you, it's some people who think one of these teams that need a quarterback day one gonna take Richardson and just roll with him. It's out there. We gonna see.
We gonna see. I like he in my top 5, so that's saying something. Now you might say, Melvin might be saying something that he good, or maybe he might be saying something that this draft class ain't. This quarterback draft class ain't that damn good.
Well, a lot of people say it's kind of weak. A lot of people say it's weak. So
I think it is too, because when I got to Richardson, I said the word project. I shouldn't be saying project in the top 5, or boom or bust in the top 5 to me.
Well, yeah, think about it. I mean, everybody had Malik Willis in the top 5 last year.
Yeah.
But he fell all the way to the 4th round.
Listen, but me and you, because we love him, we know him, and we know Malik. We know we got to build. We have some more work. We didn't say he was just we gonna come out here and just light it up. Yeah. Nobody said that. Even about one of them, I knew that he was the work, because I already know how he came and how his progress came as a quarterback from Westlake up into when he went around with him, yada yada yada. So it's all good.
Marlon, is Stetson a day 2 quarterback? I mean, Stetson gonna get drafted. He is gonna get drafted. I think.
Who that show? What you say?
Nah, Marlon was asking, is Stetson a day 2 quarterback? Yeah, he gonna get drafted. I think he gonna go like 5th, 6th, 7th round. I think somebody. I mean, you got to bring him in. You got to kick the ties on him. I mean,
y'all gotta start. At least y'all gotta get out of my case, y'all. Y'all gotta stop playing. Y'all better start. Y'all gotta get out of my case. Y'all doing too much on this.
Well, you got to start saying you score, I score.
No, but see, so let me tell you about that. You score, I score. If y'all remember, the you score, I score was talking about Matt Ryan scoring and winning the games when we don't have a defense, because our administration would never grab defensive players. I meant to tell y'all that. Y'all just hear me say you score, I score.
Because you saying so much.
Yeah, but it wasn't about the draft, because y'all said you want the unicorn. You wanted Drake London. No, the hell I ain't want now one of them. I didn't want the unicorn or Drake London.
Hey, what I tell you? We gotta start calling him unicorn. He's not a unicorn.
Well, I can't say that because that's what everybody told.
Yeah, we gotta start calling him unicorn. He's not a unicorn, sir.
Right. So at the end of the day, the I score is saying we ain't never had no Atlanta defense, and I needed Matt Ryan to be able to be cerebral like he spoke, like everybody say here, and throw touchdown passes when the other teams go, because we can't stop nobody. We can't stop nobody.
Okay, Pete. Who you got?
We get on top. My bad.
Who your number 5 quarterback?
My number 5. Okay, before I do my number 5 quarterback, I'm gonna do stuff you don't be like it's I'm trying to do. Man, I got when it get down to 5, it be like a jumbo. I be having 3, 4 jokers up in. I'm like, who I'm gonna put at 5?
Give me one. Give me one. Give me one.
I don't want to give one. I gotta talk. I gotta give my own. Okay,
go ahead, Pete. Go ahead.
Okay. So I got my boy Tanner McKee out of Stafford. I got my boy Henry. I got Henry. I got Henry there now. And the hooker. And I got BYU quarterback Jaren Hall.
Jaren Hall. Funny you say Jaren Hall, because I got Jaren Hall at number 5. And Jaren Hall right now, if you start reading any of the Senior Bowl reports, they played the Senior Bowl this week.
Yeah.
He is having a very, he got a nice little buzz going on down there right now at the Senior Bowl. So he's a guy that everybody's starting to pay attention to.
Hey, pay attention to him, because it boiled it down to him and Hooker.
Yeah.
To me. Even though I gave you that other guy.
Lisa, they like to say Matt Ryan.
Yeah, damn Matt Ryan. You already know that. We talk. Marlon had got on me early day about. He said 194. I said 194. He's about Southwest Atlanta. 194. But anyway, I'm gonna tell you my guy is the size with Hooker, even though he hurt. Who will be the better quarterback? Herndon Hooker, or would it be Jaren Hall? And I went with Hooker just because of the body, who he played, like you said. SEC everything, I know with BYU, but anyway. I went with Hooker, man. But
Right.
I had to give him some shine about it was a toss. I had a toss up to who I was gonna put at 5.
No, I mean I ain't really had no. I went Hooker just because I think because the boy for New York Jets what quite New York from BYU.
What BYU for a long time? What was it? Long
No,
time?
he New York Jet quarterback now from
You talking
BYU
about?
who went number 2 overall in the draft.
Yeah,
Y'all,
I know you're talking about. Well,
yeah, who messed with
yeah,
everybody, mama. Y'all, one of y'all go help me out
right.
in
I
there.
got you. I want to say Wilson, but that ain't in the
Yeah,
same.
Zach Wilson. Zach
Oh,
Wilson.
Zach Wilson. Okay.
Yeah. So I think Zach Wilson is going to hurt Jaren Hall because they're gonna say, man, look, Zach Wilson we took Zach Wilson number 2 overall. He couldn't even go beat Coastal Carolina. What make y'all think that another BYU quarterback will come in the NFL and light it up? So that's what I gave Hooker the nod.
I gave Hooker the nod.
But like I say, my people down in Mobile, the reports they're giving, everybody's saying right now, Jaren Hall may be the best quarterback in the building. But man,
Jaren Hall, man, with your eye test, man. Your eye test makes sure Jaren. That's how you got on my radar. Cause you gotta understand, I'm gonna be honest with you.
He rocked up a little bit.
So my thing, I don't watch football like that. I watch the highlights, and if I catch them, they play a team that I want to see play, to see the other team, then you catch them. I just did it with doing my homework. He say do the homework. He almost finna crack the top 5, and I ain't watched it, boy.
And real quick, I want to commend you for doing your homework. You're
I did my homework.
You're prepared today. I like that.
Sir. I was definitely. I was ready for all the smoke too.
I like that. No smoke today. No smoke today. No smoke.
Okay, no smoke today. Well, good, man. I appreciate it. I love y'all, man. But yeah, man. I like the boy, and like I say, I gave you all them 3 names. I was tossing up at that point, but I went with Hooker. Then I went with Hooker too a little bit for what I saw on TV playing with my eye test playing in big games. And he's playing like he was playing. And also I looked at some of his measurables, of course. I'm trying to take all into consideration and give an accurate pick of my top 5 by this draft class.
And you hate the Hooker got hurt late in the season like that.
Yeah, man.
Because he's not gonna be able to do anything at the combine. He's only gonna have to be able to go like on film. So where he probably would have been like maybe a 2nd round pick if he had been healthy. Now, teams can be like, man, look, you ain't healthy, man. If you're around in the 4th, if you're around in the 5th,
that's sad.
We'll take you. But I mean,
that's what it is. No, that's right. Let me throw a little other nugget out here what I gave Jalen Hurts credit for early in the day. Did you see how he acted? Did you see how he played? How he was a teammate to the quarterback that was starting in the game? He was around the quarterback. Who Tennessee played? He didn't play with Hurts on the sideline. He was a cheerleader. He was with the quarterback that took his spot because he was hurt. He showed maturity. He didn't pop like no baby. And I ain't gonna be on the sideline. I'm gonna dress in my regular clothes and watch the game from the skybox. He stayed down there with the quarterback on the sideline in crutches. So certain things like that to me, when these young men show that it ain't about me, they don't show that they selfish. I think Jalen leading that right now because Jalen, man, everybody talk about Jalen maturity. I think the quarterbacks become who can show that type of maturity. I think that's going to lend them to get, some better looks. Maybe you said they might scoot them down late because of that. Young man, stay being mature, stay being a team leader. You'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Yeah, and
go a long way, man.
Hooker might not even realize that this may be a blessing because you might go to an organization where, like say, I mean, they're gonna rehab you, but also you might just be put in a situation where, hey, look,
we don't need you.
I can learn. I can get I get my knowledge up. I say I'm rehabbing and become that like we always talk about projects. You're a project, but hey, Your time, cause I mean, the NFL show you time and time again. You'll never know when your number gonna be called. Like you were like Brock Purdy was sitting around there chilling for like 7 weeks, and all of a sudden he the guy.
He the guy.
You know what I'm saying? They selling his jersey. You know, he hot in East Street, his apartment probably going sideways because you know what I'm saying. He the man. He had basketball games, parlaying, all that good stuff. So I mean, that's the beauty of you know, putting yourself in a situation like I said. I just hate he got hurt so late. So his combine, the only thing he gonna be able to do it to combine is interviews.
That way you shine.
Personnel,
you shine.
No, but you're a competitor, man. You want to be on the field. You looking at all these guys, and they gonna go out there and they get into the money. They gonna be getting to the money. They get into the money.
Well, you know, Major, you to your point, you're right, and this relate to my point too. This gonna show who the type of character he is. How well you gonna heal that knee? I mean, how well you gonna bounce back? Where your energy level? When you down, you pick your teammates up. They're gonna put him through the gauntlet. And I want him to stand up. I want him to stand up and show that even though I ain't on the field, y'all got my tape. Y'all got my tape. But now you're gonna see the man. So hopefully he can just bring out who he really is in these interviews and impress them with that. And I would love for that to happen because I'm tired of everybody looking at black men as just athletes and we don't have no intelligence and we ain't mature and we ain't smart. Now, you know, some of the negative connotations, especially playing quarterback. Yeah. Show them that you got some intangibles in here when you can't perform. They're gonna let them say, "We want that guy in our building. We want that guy right there in our building."
Okay, and not our favorite part.
Yes, sir.
Of when we talk about the draft.
Yes.
So Melvin Peaks. We've heard all the, you know, we got the Lamar watch now. You know, I mean, it's a conversation. Now everybody talk about it, so it's a conversation.
It's a conversation.
Yeah, it's a conversation.
Right, here it is.
We're hearing that, you know, hey, so clearly, if you're having that conversation, clearly Ritter didn't do you wasn't as impressed with Ritter as you thought you would.
Yeah, no. So first of all, the organization is letting you know that. The organization, so besides Melvin Peake, because I ain't got Fontenot telephone number. You see what I'm
saying? You like throwing it out there.
No, okay, y'all got to throw it out there because y'all be thinking, well, damn, Fontenot did what Melvin said they were gonna do. What? No, I didn't tell him that. So anyway, long story short, man. The Lamar talk. Let me talk about the Lamar talk. I'm not sitting over here begging for Lamar to be on our team, and it's for kind of more bigger reason of anything is that he's coming with a price tag that we just had issues with Matt Ryan and goddamn Julio Jones with money. Just money. He want money. So let's just say in a perfect world, Melvin, you remember he was bumping for LJ back then? Y'all got him, and the money. If you get him now, I'm gonna be more sad because guess what? We can't stop nobody. I've been saying that. So
LJ
that's what he gonna have. That's what LJ gonna have to do. You go, I go, because we can't pay no defensive players. So I don't want. I can't tell you I want LJ. I can't tell y'all that with good faith that I want LJ because we still never did what I have been addressing for a long time. Another cornerback to help AJ on his side. We tried to get one, but he got banged up. I don't know what he looking like right now for coming back. He was a good pick. I like that free agent pick, paying him over AJ, but dang, he out. So we back to AJ being our number one corner, and our back end still. I ain't sold on Richard Grant yet. I know he's about 50 years old. I ain't sold on him. Because, you know, he's in college for what you say, he was in college for what, 6-7 years?
Yeah, well, we know this year 3 coming up. This year 3.
Yeah, year 3, but how long he was in college, though, Major?
He was in college a long time.
He was in college a long time, and he was year 3.
He played a lot of college football.
And me and you still on his case. So we don't have no free safety. Our back end is just shot. So I would like to see LJ, that little class, that at it. But I'm not bumping for LJ. And also I'm not bumping like that for C.J. Stroud or any of the other quarterbacks come out of the draft like that. Because if you think Riddle the guy, because that's what you told me, y'all got him in the third round. You told me that you didn't sit Mariota down early enough to figure out was you right. You didn't. You need to get somebody to either push him, say, man, we're gonna trade, we with you, but we're gonna put somebody behind him. Because the next quarterback for the Falcons, if they're gonna get $200 million, they better be the right one for the franchise. Because all the Falcon fans are looking for a quarterback, our future quarterback.
So I'm looking at this draft board, Melvin Pete.
Talk to me.
So Chicago, they don't need no quarterback, but it's talk, you know. Warren Sapp say he knows somebody, and they might trade Justin Fields. Who knows? This line season anyway, so you got to take everything with a grain of salt. Houston Texans definitely drafting a quarterback.
Yep.
Arizona Cardinals, yeah, I mean, they just paid a little shout, buddy. So you know what I'm saying? They don't need no quarterback.
Jason Bolton.
The Colts are definitely taking a quarterback. They definitely taking a quarterback. Seattle has Denver pick at 5. I mean, do they get a quarterback of the future, or you know, are they gonna run it back with with old Geno? I think they're gonna run it back with Geno. So I don't think they're gonna draft a quarterback. Then Detroit, I don't think they're gonna draft a quarterback. Las Vegas, they probably gonna draft a quarterback. They're gonna need to draft a quarterback because Derek Carr gone. I think they're gonna bring Tom Brady in for a year. That's what I think. So Melvin Peaks at number 8.
Well, you know what?
I'm not. See, I'm not gonna ask you because we don't talk quarterbacks today.
Okay.
So I'm asking Melvin Peaks today because we don't talk about this position today.
Okay, this position today. Okay, good. Thank you for that.
Okay. Minus Lamar. Say because I do believe Baltimore gonna franchise Lamar. So I don't think it's a conversation like everybody think it's a conversation. So at number 8, is it any guy on this board, quarterback board, that's there that you would be like, I'll take him?
Oh, that's a different question.
Yeah, I mean, no.
Well, I might shock you with this one. Now, I got to think about who my guy named offensive coordinator is, who everybody don't like right now. At least never they be Arthur Smith out all the time, but that's who we got. I would probably take you gonna laugh this. I could take Will Levis. I probably could take that old Levis. Believe it or not, I could take because of this. When I told you poor man Josh Allen, because he's not a professional, he got some feet up under him. He got an arm, and I feel like there's some things in his game that look like a pro quarterback right now.
Mm-hmm.
So even though I had your boy C.J. Stroud at the top, I think C.J. Stroud probably could run it off Arthur Smith offense because I think he might be a little bit more mobile than Will Levis. But Will Levis will throw the ball. And I think he got a bigger arm down the field than C.J. Stroud.
Well,
so I would say if I had to, you're going to get a goal, I would prefer to take Levis out of everybody out the top 5.
Okay, that's nice. So next week, of course, we gonna talk wide receivers. So you got a whole week to get their homework together.
Well, I know your preseason guy. And get what I was doing his quarterback homework.
No, but my preseason guy, he got to go back to college. He's just a sophomore.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Robert Harrison, a sophomore.
Harrison. Yeah, I was looking at CJ. CJ, was. I said, dang, CJ, that's your guy.
Well, I mean, Smith and Jigba wasn't there.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know. I forgot he was that young. Man, but he got a pedigree though. He got a pedigree.
I mean, last name.
He got a
first name, last name.
Right, that's it. So I'm sitting up there like, oh, Marvin coming out. I know who my pick gonna be.
So we got to talk real quick before we go. You know, we're gonna cover the games, but your biggest takeaways from the championship Sunday.
Biggest takeaways. I'm gonna start with the Bengals game. But wait, I'm sorry, the Bengals game because I kind of in my mind.
Right.
I think Mahomes, even though Burrow has beat him 4 times, I think Patrick Mahomes has showed that he the dog in the AFC. So Joe Mixon, if you listen to our podcast, which I would hope you would do, the Kansas City right now, the big dogs in the AFC, Charlotte. Even over let go, Buffalo, you know what I'm talking about? Ain't nothing that Kansas City Chiefs. Mahomes played a good game. Mahomes' resume is stacking up right now.
But Buffalo got all y'all food. Y'all every year y'all come out here smoke on that Buffalo Bill pack. Y'all choke out every year.
Right. Yeah, you did that. They did that. Josh played bad. Joe, love Joey Cool. Joey Cool played bad. Josh Allen played bad. So my biggest takeaway is Patrick Mahomes is who he say he is. That's one big takeaway.
Yeah.
On the other side of the coin, I'm just gonna admire the Eagles. I'm gonna give the Eagles their flowers. I picked them to go to the championship, but I thought the San Francisco defense with a steady Eddie Purdy could get the job done. And I didn't get a chance to see it because Purdy got hurt. But I'm not gonna take away, even though Jalen Hurts didn't put on no beautiful numbers.
Yeah.
The Eagles, people gonna pick the Eagles. Eagles gonna be the Eagles gonna be the damn favorite. No matter that Patrick Mahomes done won a Super Bowl, done been to four NFC championship, all the things you finna say about the superlatives for the Kansas City Chiefs, the Eagles finna be not the underdog, but they're gonna be the one to favorite. They're gonna be the favorite.
Well, I looked at my biggest takeaway, a couple of takeaways for me. You think about this now, Pat Mahomes has been to 5 straight AFC championship games.
I said 4 or 5, right.
He's going to his 3rd Super Bowl.
Yes.
In 5 years.
Preach.
I mean, absurd. And they did it in a different way. I think we all when they traded Tyreek Hill, I was one of the few people that like, now that's actually a good thing because now it's gonna force him to play a little bit. He'll have to play a different style of quarterback. And just shout out to Brent Veach, the front office. See, when your front office, when you can go get a Pacheco, when you find Pacheco, you got the corner from Fayetteville State who got the 2nd interception late. When you look at championship organizations, this is like a master class, and I always hope teams that are not at that level yet. I want GMs, I want scouts of other teams that's watching these teams. If you sitting at home and you watching, and I want you to be jealous because I want you to say, see, we got to go find guys like that. Like, hell, why they found them and we didn't?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Marquez, Valdez, Scanlon, all them names he got. He out there on the damn market. Why we ain't go get him? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And he wasn't expensive. Why we didn't go get him? Like I say, a Pacheco, how the hell he got through there? Why we didn't get him?
It's like, you know, the coaches, man, listen, if you're a good coaching staff, you see potential in a guy, you go get that guy because one man trash, another man treasure. I can do things better than what you can do with this guy. You got to make the guy believe. And I think you'll see organizations who get these guys that you're talking about and make them something. Look what who Pat Mahomes throwing to?
It's fit.
Juju, he throwing to Juju.
Nah, Juju got hurt. He got hurt. Marquez, Scaldez, Vantlin, whatever his name is. That boy, the nigga, like he played in Dynasty or something. He got one of them royal names.
That show you that the coaching staff. Listen, we don't give another thing to the position coach too. Position coach have a lot to do. Some head coach don't always be always in it unless that's his MO. Like, I'm a head coach.
That's what I'm saying. That was you. Yeah, Erica, you're right. Howie Roseman. Howie took a lot of flack, but they just consider they go how to fight. Like say, dog, whoever decided to draft Jalen Hurts, they look super smart right now. Like they sitting there right there like,
Well, well, you know what? I don't want to give everybody no credit. Me and you and some of us on this podcast listen to it right now. We knew Jalen Hurts. We saw something in Jalen. I never chose Jalen.
But we ain't making no pick. You know what I'm saying? We
don't make no
pick. Yeah, but for somebody to be in that room, because a lot of people think about it now. A lot of people first go around passed on him. And then that second go around for them like, nah, we ain't gonna, he got some things that we gonna, boom. And like I say, I want organizations to be jealous of why, cause you like, damn, this they fifth trip. The Eagles, they fired a Super Bowl winning coach. They hired a guy that everybody, think about it. I got the receipts too. People laughed at Sark. They're like, who is this? And listen, we laughed at him because we were like, what is he out here running? Yep. 2 years later, this man in the Super Bowl. He in the Super Bowl. So organizations, y'all, I talk about this all the time. And I'm like, your scouting department, your GM, like, this way your GM make his money. Like, yeah, right, Marlon. Yeah, Marlon. I was in his grill. That first game when the Eagles played the Falcons in week 1 last year. No, we were mad at the Falcons because they lost to it was super simple offense that day. They hadn't even developed. But they had a plan. They stuck to their plan. And these folks are in the Super Bowl. Again, now they fired a Super Bowl winning coach.
Right.
Fired him.
Because
he didn't want Jalen Hurts. Fired him.
Shit, they got rid of a quarterback. They got rid of a quarterback who came in and
he was sorry. Carson, we can all agree.
I ain't talking about Carson.
Who you talking
about? Who was replaced and won the Super Bowl? Who won the Super Bowl for the Eagles?
Oh, you talking about when Nick Foles, but just because Carson Wentz got hurt.
No, yeah, but Foles did, but they let Foles go, but they let him go.
Well, they let him go because they were paying goddamn Wentz all the damn money.
I know. My point I'm saying, did you let him go?
Yeah.
You let him go. That's all I'm saying.
So that's my biggest takeaway. Like, make your team better. Like we saw Cincinnati, they identified the problem.
Sorry.
They identified the problem,
right?
And they fixed it. They put themselves right back in that situation.
You got a ring.
Cincinnati gonna be bad next year.
Yeah, they got the stuff in the they
gonna be right back in the middle. And but my biggest takeaway from that Cincinnati Bengals guy, hey man, when you got a Jamar Chase, throw him the ball all the time.
Man, Jamar ready to play. Now listen. Now he stumbled out that break. You saw that laugh. He stumbled out that break on to get the first down before they had to before I think Burrow threw that interception. It was an out route. He stumbled out of the break and it hit him. It was a third down and long, and it hit him in the shoulder pad or something. He missed it. If he'd have got that break and not stumbled, we'd have a different conversation right now.
Yeah, we probably would.
Really, because Jordan was trying to be cool, and he was trying to move the thing out. It was a nice route, but he stumbled out of the break.
Erica, T. Higgins will be in Cincinnati next year. Matter of fact, he already changed his numbers. T. Higgins already he revealed on he wearing 5 next year. T. Higgins will be in Cincinnati.
T. Higgins did that boy like this in the end zone. I'm on his head. T. Higgins did it. Hey man, listen. I kind of just knew that the Bengals were gonna win that game. I mean, a lot of people thought the Bengals gonna win. I ain't the only one, so I'll make sure I ain't one the only one.
Well, y'all know I've been riding them. I've been riding. That's my squad.
Yeah, I listen. Notice what happened. All the number 1 seeds won. Both number 1 seeds won, right?
Mm-hmm.
So everybody, it's easy if you want to predict games and whoever the number 1 seed. Most people easily pick number one. You the number 1 seed, you number 1 seed, y'all gonna win. That don't work all the time. And I thought these games were so closely matched up. Maybe more with the Bengals and the Kansas City Chiefs than it was because Brock Purdy was the anomaly. He's a Mr. Irrelevant, yada yada yada. So that was the only one.
Erica T, he got one more year in his contract, so he on the contract for 2023. He on the contract, and then they can always franchise because they're gonna pay Joe Burrow first. They're gonna pay Joe Burrow. They're gonna go and get Joe Burrow contract out the way.
Hey, if ain't nobody learned nothing yet, they better learn from the Dallas Cowboys with Dak Prescott. You better pay these boys. Listen, make sure. Come on now. I know you with me, Tony. I know you're around. Listen, you better pay these boys. When you start seeing things look like, it's a potential, you better start interviewing them. You better take them through the combine process again. And their third or fourth year, you better get these boys their money because when you try to fight, you got to pay $200 million.
Erica, be quiet, Erica. I'm gonna start posting pictures, Erica. Watch out, Erica. And then she right here posting videos again, Erica. Rumor's true now, Erica.
Listen,
let me start some trash on these socials because
listen. One thing about it. I tell you, everybody, we all predicting things. We see things in different colors, different light. Erica just happened to just hit the jackpot this time. Erica be messing up. Her butt be be choosing wrong all the time too. So stop this stuff, Erica.
Nah, but listen, she called this down all the way down to the field goal, dog. She said it's gonna be a late field goal, dog. She called it.
Oh, y'all did it. I thought y'all did. Oh, she did. On
the post.
On the post.
When I say put it out there, she say, dog. She said it's gonna come out to a late field goal. It's gonna be a field goal game. She got the score wrong, but she got the scenario super right.
Yeah, man, we live.
Super right. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna see if
yeah.
I'm gonna show y'all this classic that I always do every year.
Go ahead, throw your classic. Hey, listen.
Watch this. Let's see if she can answer the phone first. Hold on. Let's see if she can answer the phone. I do this every year to Kiara, y'all. Hello?
Hello.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Kiara Alexis Hurd. Happy birthday to you. We live on air, Kiara. So I had to, I tell everybody I sing you happy birthday to you every year. I started to call you early, but I got to leave you in suspense. Hey, baby.
Hey, thank you.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Daddy.
Thank you.
Everybody online telling you happy birthday. You at work?
Your daddy put all your pictures out there on the street.
Yeah, man. This is my child.
I know it. And that's what you're supposed to do.
That's right, because you're my child.
I love it.
My
baby birthday February 11th, so it's coming. So I'm gonna be doing the same thing to you. Same thing you do.
No doubt. You recovering from your weekend? You partied hard?
Yeah, I recovered yesterday.
Oh, you recovered yesterday?
Yeah, she said, let you know she recovered. She said,
like that's a true herd right there. We just need a day to recover, baby. We back at it, baby.
Yeah.
We back at it. You know we was outside.
I covered. I fitted the show, baby.
Okay.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. We love you. Look, that let you know she was outside.
Oh, she was outside. I told her I had to block off Instagram, man. I'm sick of it. I am totally sick of it. I was like, who? Like, damn, that's my child. Why she acting like that? Oh, she my child. That's why. She's super outside.
Hey, man, I want to do the right. I want to do before we get up. I'm scrolling back through the Rolodex of comments and stuff that I got to clear up with one of my best friend Erica, who is your best friend.
No, anyway, the rumors are true.
No, I know.
Erica keep talking crazy to me. The rumors are true.
Yeah, okay. Well, they're y'all best because you love you. Anyway.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, competition, right? I know that pushing NFL quarterbacks and putting somebody behind them and threatening their position, is that still a loss? Or I remember when they hired not Joe Montana, when Joe Montana was a 49er and they brought Steve Young in. Don't you think that was didn't you think Joe Montana felt there was some pressure behind him?
Yeah, but that was a different time though, Pete. Like,
but
it's hard to do that now, Pete, because
everybody's sensitive.
No, it ain't somebody. Dog, if you paying a dude $35 million, dog, he ain't studying his back up because his back up making like 400,000.
But guess what?
You not finna play him over me because I make 35. Dog, do you think Dak Prescott worried about Cooper Rush? No.
You know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm not saying it that fast. He might not be studying because his money he got some guaranteed money based on how long Jerry Jones did what he did. So you're right. He's sitting pretty. So all these interceptions, because we've been joning Dak this whole year, right? And Dak showed he showed himself. He is he's turnover prone. Yeah. And Cooper Rush sitting right there in the background, just cool. Now you're right. He act like he ain't feeling threatened. You better start turning the ball over.
Pete.
Well, he's not because they paid him.
Right. So Pete, I'm going to work every day knowing that you gave me $40 million. You ain't even gonna because you paid me as much as you might not like me. No, you gonna look crazy sitting in your owner's box on game day, knowing that I gave him $40 million and he over there with the latest new era hat on and somebody $500,000 plan. Man, that ain't working.
I mean, I guess it don't. I guess it don't. I guess
no, it don't. You can't do that today.
Okay. It's all about competing, right? Everybody competitors.
Not in the NFL, Pete. It don't work like that, Pete.
Everybody, okay.
In the NFL, that don't work because you slide it like now. If you're a first round pick, you basically got 4 years to get it right. Pretty much. Well, no, you're gonna get every chance in the world because you're a first round draft pick. Now, third, fourth round, them guys, they be good. But now, if you're a first rounder, you good for 4 years. Oh, and don't let them pick up your option. Cause that means they see something in you. The money, the way the money is structured. Now that's why you see such a tremendous drop off from your starter to your backup. Because again, dog, what we always say in business, you get what you pay for. If you got a $4 million backup, look different than a $300,000 backup, look different than a $700,000 backup.
So okay, so when I was talking about Matt Ryan getting all that money, and I was like, he got the money, and I wanted him to show up because everybody doing that with Dak now. See, everybody was like, man, leave that man money alone. He got a deal. Matt Ryan, that's his money. I wasn't really talking about it. I was just saying we got you 150 million. We ain't got no defense. We need you to score touchdown pass. We need to score. Yeah. So we can score. So now when Dak was in the same situation, now I can hear the same people who were talking about me, don't talk about money. Man, we paying Dak all their money. Oh, I would get on Matt Ryan about all their money.
But Pete, they always gonna say that. Now, Pete, if you get like right now in Atlanta,
yeah,
we paid Trae Young, we paid John Collins.
I know,
and we not getting optimal performance from them. So now
they already talking about. They slick been throwing the rumors about
because the money now. When in sports today, if you don't live up to your wage, they gonna get at you. Cause soon now, Dak when Dak was a 4th round pick,
I already know.
When he was a 4th round pick, he was playing above. He outplayed his contract. Now he got a new contract, and now he is underperforming on that contract because when I gave you the 40 million, I gave you the 40 million in hopes of every year I'm going to be winning playoff game. I'm going to be going deep in play. That's why I gave you $40 million.
Right.
But now we going home first round. We playing in the divisional round, and you stank it up. You lost to a 7th round pick. Right. That's why the money is an issue because dog, here this man. I'm making about 700,000 to your 40 million, and he outplayed you. It's always gonna be an issue, dog. That's why people have so many. Like right now, Arizona is having dog. Them folk in Arizona got fired because they gave in to Kyler Murray. They gave in to Kyler Murray. Dog. No way in the hell Kyler Murray should have got a new deal. Nowhere in the hell. That's why the GM fired. That's why the head coach fired.
And they got
you
deals.
y'all gave in to him.
That what? Yeah, they did. Well, I do this. I do this right here, mate. I understand everything you said came out your mouth because guess what? I was doing this before time. If you pay them for these money, all this money, then I want you to perform for all this money. But people love Matt Ryan around him. Well, I was starting to get weary of him, even though I loved him before too. I was getting where I was trying to marriage was trying to end. But I was trying to just see to Erica on me about pushing other people, like putting people behind. I know it's a Miami Hurricane way, because that's what I've been. I've been
that's just the college way now. They bring people into college.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they bring people into compete.
But guess what? The word competition is what I'm thinking about. That's what's been breathing in my head. Competition. We here to compete, and your job ain't safe. Ain't nobody's job safe. And I think the NFL losing that because of money.
But the NFL don't work like that. Yeah, but the NFL don't work like that. In today's NFL, when the collective bargaining, all of those things basically were put in place for like all that stuff like that. If you the franchise guy, you the franchise guy. Period. Now, again, I look crazy. I gave you this money and I'm talking about you got to compete. No, I paid you because you supposed to be the best player on my team. Now, to Matt Ryan point, y'all go back and talk about Matt Ryan. Don't nobody, y'all always talk about Matt Ryan money, but don't nobody talk about every year he went in there and restructured his deal to make sure, okay, we need to sign such and such. Okay, I'm gonna defer this money.
He didn't do that the last time with the Julio because they did him first and did Julio. And Julio, that's part of why Julio man. But anyway, they didn't do that. He didn't do that with Julio. He got his money. He got his money. Last contract. That's why I think they said Julio didn't get his money, or they held him up. And they would promise him something. He said, "Arthur promised me." Whatever. You know the backstory.
But Julio's on the other side. Now
I know you're not a quarterback.
You were, but what I'm saying, you weren't gonna give a 32, 33-year-old receiver who can't stay healthy. You gonna give him another deal? Hell no. That's why people get fired, Peaks.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, I have no problem with that. I ain't got no problem with that. I believe about the money. Your money should make you perform. Just like I brought Dak up. I brought Dak up for a reason.
Oh.
Yeah, because now them Dallas Cowboys talking about that's all they talking about now. We gave Dak this. Dak just stealing money. See, they doing that like that now. But I had been know when you pay these folks.
Pete, they do everybody like that. They do everybody like that. Get what, Pete? At some point,
yeah,
they're gonna turn on Pat Mahomes.
Yeah,
if he don't give them what they want. Now, when Joe Burrow, when Justin Herbert, when they got a new deal, now look what they talking about the Buffalo. Turn on Buffalo radio.
They hot.
Yeah, get what they saying. We gave John Allen too much money too early. We need a running game. We need all that, but you needed all that then. But the way the league set up, that's why we talked about quarterbacks first, Pete.
Yeah,
you got to solidify the quarterback position.
I know.
Quarterback league.
I know.
Matt restructured his deal about 4 times. Y'all gone somewhere with all that. Y'all Matt Ryan restructured his deal because y'all say we got to go get Matt Ryan. Say, hey, defer that money, turn that money into a bonus. Boom, boom, boom. Go get who you want. That don't mean they spent the money smart, but Matt Ryan did free up the money to allow you to go get whoever. Why you think Green Bay finally ready to move on from good old AR-12?
AR-12, he be bullshit.
No, the money don't add up, no.
Yeah, the money don't add up.
We on the book. We on the hook for $50 million next year. $50 million. And this man ain't took us to no Super Bowl.
Erica stupid. Somebody they got to run the game. Erica stupid, Sean. I love Eric. You know, at the end of the day, I love you and Lisa. Y'all be on my ass, but it's all good.
You were prepared though today, so kudos to you.
Y'all prepared there already.
Kudos to you. You know,
I appreciate you, my guy.
I love man. If I had to give you a grade, let me pull my red pen out.
Give me the elite card.
Nah. The elite card it's part of the elite card going on the remodel. Part of remodel.
I thought, but that when we talking about quarterback elite. Okay, give him a grade.
Yeah, so I pulled out my red pen. Y'all know I am a teacher and educator at heart. So pulled out my red pen. You know, usually when teacher pull out the red pen, it's gonna be danger because she's gonna just butch up you. Shout out to Miss Field. Miss Field made me scared of red pen.
Oh, you see Miss Field? I saw Miss Field.
I'd be like, but Melvin P, I'm gonna give you an A today.
Whoa, I got
because you were prepared. You made great points today, Melvin Peaks.
Wow.
You did.
Well,
now I'm shocked. I hope you can keep this up next week as we talk wide receiver. Now you should be very wide receiver. You should be. I mean, you should come here. You should be slapping the floor like you play at Duke. Erica, hold on, Erica. Hold on, Erica. I'll be talking about my red folder now. Because along with me being special ed, I also have probably one of the highest IQs ever in the history of the world. So yeah, I'm special ed, but I'm also a freaking nerd. Gone somewhere with all that. So yeah, everybody. And share one more video, Erica. Share one more video. Share one more video. Right. Lisa, it should be his area of expertise. We're gonna find out next week. I can't wait.
Yeah, no, but yeah,
I can't wait.
Put it down. But make sure you're a wide receiver too. Stop playing. We know how we're gonna do this thing. We're gonna chop this thing up, man. Y'all gotta stop playing this stuff, man. Y'all play too much. Every time somebody make an opinion that ain't agreed and then it don't work, then y'all be on my ass. But then what about the ones that do work, y'all? And then we lost.
Hey, boy, I pulled out the red pen.
You gave me one. I appreciate
it. I'm putting the red pen back up now.
All right, man. Listen. I'm gonna let y'all go. I'm gonna take my flowers and go real quick. I don't want to renege and then go.
Right. Get out of here before you throw a diamond out there. It ain't time for that diamond.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't want no problem. Yeah.
Everybody, that's our show. Erica, are we on for tomorrow, Erica? Erica, are we on for tomorrow? Are we on? Come
on, Erica. Say something, my
on.
Few and far between. Whoa. See, you ain't gonna let up. You ain't gonna let up.
You know, Erica is a bully.
I know she tough.
Erica is a bully, man. All right, Erica, we on tomorrow. I'm telling y'all now, Erica ever leave her phone near me, y'all.
I ain't gonna mess up any. I'm finna go.
I'm gonna treat that thing like Wayne Williams, but I'm gonna ride that thing down Jackson Parkway.
Let me do this right quick.
I'm
doing it right quick. Can't even drink my drink.
Nah, what you need, do what you need. What my Pooh Shiesty said.
Don't put no Pooh Shiesty. Pooh Shiesty locked up.
Pooh Shiesty locked up?
He was locked up, yeah.
I showed up to Morgan School with the Pooh Shiesty on. Morgan told me, Morgan said, Daddy, you got light skin vibes. She said, I don't look like no thug with my Pooh Shiesty on. Yeah.
That's what I need right now.
Yeah, gotta put that Pooh Shiesty down.
Yeah.
I'm a thug. I'm a whole thug, y'all.
Got an Oregon green, got the green lights in the back. Hey man, let the E4 go, man.
Yeah, we gone, y'all. I'm gonna go rob a bank or something. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do that. He was playing, y'all.
I was playing. You're right. I'm finna watch New York Undercover to finish New York Undercover, everybody. That's our show, y'all. Tomorrow, me and Erica, we break down Championship Sunday. It was one for the ages, baby. We love y'all.
Love you.
Gang.
Gang.
Right. We go. Oh, Melvin Pete got